Hey, what's up? This is going to be part of a short series that's going to be in my Trumptrain to MAGAland series, where I talk about things that are focused on US politics, especially dealing with Donald J. Trump. Now, I had a series where I was reading different post-its from the post-it notes on the wall that was posted after Donald Trump won his first term. And now, as I'm recording this on Friday, the 28th of August in 2020, I have just finished watching the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention. And as I was watching them over the different nights, getting different news, watching the last two nights of both of them in full, I jotted down different notes and noticed different things that I think are worth discussing to kind of defend why I do think Trump is even more of a lock than I did before to win in 2020 and then lead to another post-it wall with different post-its and things. So it's just me observing things that people say and people do and then making some things about it. So into that right now. So my first observation was watching this last night of the Republican National Convention, and this is something that I've noticed before. I'm not quite sure when I actually found out where someone else had proposed this thing, and I'm just also wondering, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? Like, Donald Trump knows what he looks like. You look at the way Donald Trump looked like back in the day, back in the olden times. He didn't look like he does now. His hair was different, the skin thing. So I look at him walking down, and I just think, I mean, he knows what he looks like. So I see him coming down, walking down to give his final speech, and this thought comes to me, that the skin and the hair make for good decoys that bait people into making puerile insults and underestimating his ability. And it's just top-level political theater. I gave the Republican National Convention 3 nights to 1. And the one is the night 3, I think. I give that to the Democratic National Convention just on the strength of Barack Obama alone, because he just carries power. And I might talk about that in a separate video of why. But just in general, the presentation, and he's somebody who knows about these things. Top-level theater is what you can expect from Donald Trump. He's from that environment and things like that, and they just put a better presentation. So why would he present himself in that way? Now, puerile is a great word and fits this. This is from Merriam-Webster. Puerile is the adjective is juvenile, childish, and silly. It says here synonyms and antonyms. So puerile, adolescent, babyish, childish, immature, infantile, jejune, juvenile, kiddish. It says, did you know puerile may call to mind the qualities of youth and maturity, but the term itself is no spring chicken. On the contrary, it's been around for more than 3 centuries, and its predecessors in French and Latin, the adjectives pueril and puerilis or puerilis, respectively, are far older. These two terms have the same basic meaning as the English word puerile, and they both trace to the Latin noun puer, which meaning boy or child. Nowadays, puerile can describe the acts of or utterances of an actual child, but it more often refers, usually with marked disapproval, to occurrences of childishness where adult maturity would be expected or preferred. Now, there's something that goes in here with people saying, often people accuse Trump of being puerile, of not acting like an adult, not acting like somebody in his position. They'll say, "Oh, he mocked that one reporter that had that disability. He said these different things about Rosie O'Donnell, called her a fat pig and things like this. And he's talking about grabbing people here and doing that and then objectifying people." And then some of the very same people who do this come out and say, "Oh, look at his orange skin, orange man bad. Look how goofy he looks. Oh, look at his hair. Look at this picture of him with his hair blown." And there are some pictures where there's one picture in particular I put up on the screen. It's rather jarring. Like, how does he walk out knowing he looks like this? Nobody telling him that he looks like this. He has to know. Think of that thing from the Ricky Bobby thing, when Ricky Bobby was in the hospital and he had hurt his leg. And you say he couldn't walk, and he's like, no, he's got to know. He's got to know. Oh, I guess rest in peace to Michael Clark Duncan. I mean, he died in 2012. But anyway, there's a scene where he's being told that he could walk. Like, Ricky, you could walk. It's like, I hope you have kids. 3 beautiful kids. And they have their legs taken for it. It's like, no, he always crying. He's got to know. So anyway, somebody's got to be telling him how he looks. So for him to keep going out and looking that way, it is a distraction. And it does show out. It does expose that some of these people who go out and make fun of him for the things, for his appearance, for the way he looks, are kind of caught out there because they say, oh, we care about body acceptance. It's not good to make fun of people's appearance. You're supposed to allow people to present themselves the way they are. Having these certain ways are this is white supremacist control saying we have to have these Western beauty standards that we have to condone. Oh, health at any size, these kind of people. These people say that on one hand, and then you find them mocking Trump for his appearance. So for me, that's one thing that I've already thrown out. I know these people don't really mean, they literally mean things figuratively. When they say something, there's some projection that happened with some people. With some people, they're just saying something not because they believe in the foundation of it, but they're trying to score some points, or they just haven't thought some things through. So I think with that one, it seems rather clear to me that that is something calculated, and it would make some sense. Again, some people just think Trump is an idiot. I'm not one of those people who thinks he's stupid. He's a relatively intelligent person. He's above average, at least, if not like very intelligent. The whole stable genius thing, I think he does that to troll people some more, things like that. But to think, oh, he's just a dumbass, he's just an idiot. If somebody brings that up, trying to have a conversation about Trump, I don't normally engage because it's like, okay, then what are you saying about all the other people? I know it doesn't necessarily mean somebody has to be intelligent for other people to vote for that person. They can have other qualities and things like that to get into the positions that they have. But then what would that say about the people that lost when they were going against this supposedly unintelligent person? Was that person not capable to just point out that this person is unintelligent if they're so clearly below level as average intelligence that they couldn't actually do it? The supposedly most qualified candidate ever? I don't know. Maybe that's why they're running someone like Joe Biden, who seems to be going senile, and think, oh yeah, senile person is enough to actually defeat him. He's that stupid, he's that worthless that we have to do this. But anyway, while you're focusing on his appearance, while you're focusing on the hair, it's a distraction from what he's actually doing. And it also shows you out to other people watching from the outside that you are being infantile, that you are doing grade school level things. And then with that grade school level things, I'm going to end that here. That switches off into this whole other thing of exposing people for being grade school. And this is more related to his daughter, Ivanka Trump. And that's the next one in the series. And come back for that one. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you taking your time. Let me know what you think about his appearance. Because there is a time, I guess I could go back in history and see when did he start with the orange skin thing. Was it always orange? Like when he was on The Apprentice, did he just have better makeup people? Was the hair always that way? Also, the way he speaks, is that more just the way people speak from where he's from, in that Brooklyn or that New York area with that brashness? And there has to be a transition point, because there was a time when his hair was fuller and his skin wasn't that same color, or maybe was it just different cameras, as I said, so maybe he was like that in person. If you actually saw him, he had the tan. When was the actual transition to his general appearance that he has right now? And it's also a kind of basic thing. He doesn't have to show like, oh, I've been in the sun today, I've been feeling ill, I'm a bit pale, and this. He just keeps that one look. It's something kind of like Zuckerberg just wearing his same shirts, like Steve Jobs is just wearing the what's called the polo. This is a polo, the turtleneck, the black turtleneck, where you just choose what you're wearing. It's something simple. Instead of thinking about how I'm going to style my hair today, how I'm going to do this and this, appear this way, he just comes out in that way. It's just a constant. That could be something in there as well. Let me know what you think. Till next one, goodbye.